Hey everybody, welcome to Neil Talks. My name's Neil, and it's time to talk Avatar: The Last Airbender. Last time, we hung out with some nomadic hippies and wandered through some caves as we learned some lore about the origins of earthbending and the founding of Omashu, one of the great cities of the Earth Kingdom. And we also teased a little bit more of that Aang Katara romance that's beginning to blossom there. But we finished with finally approaching Omashu, only to see that it is now under control of the Fire Nation. And we've been to Omashu before. Back in Season 1, we met Bumi, Aang's childhood friend, now a 100-plus-year-old king of Omashu. What's Bumi's fate? Is he still in the city? Has he fled? He was a prime candidate to teach Aang earthbending, and now that might not work at all. But more interestingly, what are we going to do about Omashu itself? Are we just going to avoid it? That would seem to be the prudent thing to do. Why enter another city controlled by the Fire Nation when you're the most wanted person on the planet? But, who knows? Who knows? This show, despite being a kid's show, is not predictable like most kids' shows are. This show is full of surprises and unexpected twists, and I'm really curious to see what those twists might be this time. Let's jump into it. This is episode 3 from Series 2, Season 2, Return to Omashu. Man, it looks
Can't believe
so
it.
much worse.
Omashu always seemed untouchable.
Now Ba Sing Se is the only great Earth Kingdom stronghold left.
Okay.
This is horrible. I'm going in to find Bumi.
Aang, stop! We don't even know if Bumi's still around.
This isn't about finding a teacher. This is about finding my friend.
Fair enough. Yep, we do need to know what happened to Bumi. So we're going in.
A secret passage? Why didn't we just use this last time?
Does that answer your question?
Inside the sewer. Grody. Oh, Sokka. Oh, octopus leeches.
It's just a purple pentapus.
A purple pentapus. Tickle. They're the cutest leeches ever.
What's the matter with him?
He's got chickenpox.
Pentapox, sir. It's highly contagious.
We better go wash our hands and burn our clothes.
Thank you, sewer friend.
Germ warfare.
May no longer be wise if you
Who's
hope
this?
to keep the element of surprise.
You're right. I need a small elite team. It's time to visit some old friends.
Oh. We're putting together a team of supervillains.
Where would they be keeping him?
Somewhere he can't earthbend. Somewhere made of metal.
There really is no fathoming the depths of my hatred for this place.
May, your father was appointed governor. We're like royalty here. Be happy and enjoy it.
Have we met May? I feel like we've met a May.
Nothing ever happens.
She's like emo Fire Nation. Unbearably bleak.
The resistance!
Dang. There's a resistance. Oh, right. Katara's taken bodies. Cool, cool, cool. Whoa. Earthbenders brought them down. What? Why are we upside...
Ty Lee, could that possibly be you? Azula!
In the
Certainly our
circus.
parents didn't send us to the Royal Fire Academy for girls to end up in places like this.
Platybears.
I have a proposition for you. I would love to,
But
but the truth is,
I'm really happy here. I mean, my aura has never been pinker.
Of course, before I leave, I'm going to catch your show.
Yeah, sure.
Why would that be
So, is King Boomy with you guys?
bad?
Is he leading the resistance?
Of course not. King Boomy surrendered.
Oh. Okay.
I'm going to do nothing.
He always was a little crazy.
Now's the time to retreat so you can live to fight another day.
You don't understand. They've taken our home, and we have to fight them at any cost.
Living to fight another day is starting to sound pretty good to me.
Yeah.
How are we gonna get them all out?
You're all about to come down with a nasty case of pentapox.
Sokka's got good ideas. Ow.
You gotta sell it.
Perfect. Good job.
Years of practice.
I'm not leaving until I find Boomy.
Okay. So Sokka leads the evacuation. Zombie Earth Kingdom.
Plague! Plague! It must have spread. Pentapox. I'm pretty sure I've heard of that. We have to rid the city of this disease.
Flopsy! Come on, Flopsy. You gotta help me find Boomy. Yep, yep.
That doesn't work on Flopsy. Momo's just freelancing? What's going on here? Oh, we're in the governor's residence. Oh no. Don't go falling, baby! My berries! Oh no, is the baby gonna join the the fake sick?
Tell us if there's anything we can do to make the show more enjoyable.
I will.
She will.
Do you think she'll fall?
Of course not.
Then wouldn't it make it more interesting if... I know. Set the net on fire.
Of course, princess.
Okay, she's just straight cruel.
Oh, what kind of dangerous animals do you have?
She's chaotic evil.
We've got a problem. We just did a head count.
Oh no. Did someone get left behind?
No, we've got too many.
No, we have an extra.
The Resistance has kidnapped my son.
The universe is giving me strong hints that it's time for a career change. I want to join you on your mission.
Okay, she's not the brightest.
A messenger hawk.
Fire Nation Messenger Hawk.
He wants to make a trade. His son
For Boomy?
for King Boomy.
Okay, well that worked out. That worked out well.
You realize we're probably walking right into a trap.
I don't think so. I have a good feeling about this.
Yeah, but how's Azula going to interfere and make things more difficult?
Please tell me you're here to kill me.
Okay, so we're putting together a team of highly skilled teenage girls. Okay.
There is no more Omashu. I am renaming it in honor of my father. The city
What?
of New Ozai.
New Ozai? That's kind of horrible. Which one of these is Sokka gonna fall in love with? Oh.
Everybody!
He's in a metal coffin.
You brought my brother?
He's here.
We're trading a 2-year-old for a king. A powerful earth-bending king? It just doesn't seem like a fair trade, does it?
The deal's off.
Whoa!
Boomy!
The Avatar. My lucky day.
Are we gonna get a scaffolding fight? You gotta love a good scaffolding fight.
We've got to get the baby out of here.
It's way ahead of you.
Wrong end. Maybe. Was that water bending that she pulled that board up with? Dang.
Stop your blowing for a minute. Now hold on, just a blow.
Surf that coffin. Oh, I wonder how the cabbage vendor's doing.
Hey, I need to talk to you.
It's good to see you too!
Listen, Aang, he's got something to say. Oh, five-finger death punch.
How are you gonna fight without your bending?
I seem to manage.
With a giant bending air bison.
You could earthbend? All along?
Well, they didn't cover my face.
Why did you surrender when Omashu was invaded? What's the matter with you, Boomy?
Listen to me, Aang. There are options in fighting called Jing. It's a choice of how you direct your energy.
I know. There's positive Jing when you're attacking and negative Jing when you're retreating.
And neutral Jing, when you do nothing.
There are 3 Jings?
Neutral Jing is the key to earthbending. It involves listening and waiting for the right moment to strike.
Our first lesson in
And that's
earthbending.
why I can't leave now.
I guess I need to find someone else to teach me earthbending.
You need to find someone who waits and listens before striking. I'll see you when the time is right.
All right.
It'll be interesting seeing Zuko again, won't it, May?
Oh.
It's not just Zuko and Iroh anymore. We have a third target now.
The Avatar.
Tom!
Tom always finds his way home. Okay. So that was a necessary episode because the obvious earthbending trainer for Aang was always Boomy ever since we met him back in season 1. Longtime friend, well-situated, master earthbender. Makes total sense that he could be the man to do it. But, so we need to come up with a reason why he can't. And that's twofold. One, it's that Omashu is now under Fire Nation control. Totally plausible. And 2, there has to be a reason why Boomy thinks the smart thing to do is to remain a prisoner. And so we introduce this notion of the Jangs, which I find really interesting. Positive in attack, neutral in positive in attack, negative in defense, and neutral while waiting for the right time. And it's that third one which Aang needs to learn. And so he needs to find somebody who's a master of waiting for the right moment. So that's really interesting. That it means we're going to find a new earthbending master to teach us. It may take all season, I don't know. But it's also it's also our first lesson in earthbending. We got the lore of how earthbending was born last episode, and now we're starting to learn little things about earthbending itself, because we don't have the advantage of an earthbender in our group. We always had, at least a little knowledge of waterbending because of Katara last season. Now we're starting from scratch. So that's a really neat idea that's introduced for us to play with this season. Patience, because Aang's biggest flaw, much like it was Zuko's, probably still is Zuko's, is their lack of patience. They're quick to temper, they get frustrated easily, they get easily distracted, and the whole lesson this season seems like it's going to be about patience, about waiting. So that bodes well for some really interesting character growth. I like that a lot. And we're also building not a single antagonist this season, but it seems a team of antagonists. led by Azula, Zuko's sister, who originally was just tasked with finding and capturing Zuko and Iroh. She's now decided, you know what, I'm going to get the Avatar too, because of this confrontation right here. But she's assembling a team, it seems, of old classmates of hers from firebending school for girls. May, who's the daughter of the governor of Omashu, now New Ozai, by the way, and this other girl who ran away to join the circus, and I missed her name when they introduced her, and so I'll have to figure that out during the edit. But 3 so far, just to balance the numbers. That's cool, because a single firebender against our team now would be lopsided, even if Azula's more talented as a firebender than Zuko is, which may or may not be the case. We've already shown that Katara can hold her own against Zuko because she's a master waterbender. And throw Aang the Avatar into the mix, and Sokka brings something as a warrior as well. You need to balance the numbers to keep the challenge real. And so I think we're going to have at least these 3. Maybe we're going to even gather a few more to the team of antagonists. I wonder if they're going to end up with a cool name. I like that we kind of got the gothy, emo, moody one. We've got the bubbly circus girl. We've got May. We've got Azula, who's all business and really rather cruel, manipulative. I wonder if there's going to be any more. If it's 3, there's going to start being Coven of Witch parallels. If there's 4 or more, it's going to feel a little bit more Mean Girls-y. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see where this goes. I'm excited for more. Season 2 is really starting off strong, and other than these long-term story arcs about finding an earthbending master and becoming one ourselves, I really have no idea what else is supposed to happen this season. We've only got a finite amount of time until next summer and the return of Sozin's Comet. I like that every episode is adding a little more to the lore, whether it's the history of our characters themselves, or it's more information about the various styles of bending. The world is just getting richer and richer with every episode, and I think that's super cool. So I'm psyched for more. Can't wait to do another episode with you guys next week. And until then, everybody, take care, stay healthy. We'll see you soon. Cheers.